Hey, just got done doing a one-on-one with a very sharp guy from the real estate industry, also in network marketing, and a conversation headed in the direction of basically starting from the bottom, starting from having nobody, no network, no particular skills, no degree, no polished sales, closing skills. You know, what happens to those people? How can they survive? How can they actually get an additional income? How can they get freedom, more time to spend on their own or with their family? How can they actually, get to work in an industry or get to have a job that they like, a career that they like, that they enjoy, that they find fulfillment in, and more income potential? A lot of people are living under their means, and they just need additional income. They just need a one way to make a boatload of money, not capped. And, so the direction that people are taking when that happens, oftentimes it's sales, it's network marketing, because it's immediate. You don't need to go through a huge cycle, a new degree, a new bachelor's, a new master's degree in order to hit the ground running and make some money. So you can go directly in sales, you can go to network marketing. There's people that start in real estate, some people start in the life insurance sales industry, the investment industry, stock trading, or they go to network marketing with different products and services. But the problem remains that a lot of the companies are not, for say, bad companies, but they do bad things. The mentality is that in the first 3 months, you'll go through your whole warm market. You'll go through everybody that you know. And then what happens? You're cold. You're stuck with, you don't know anybody, And so when people get into that cycle, they just switch up companies. So they sell their whole warm market, and now that they sold the product, everybody's taken care of, and they go cold, they're figuring out, like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Some people just go to a different company and instead find a different product, find something different, another crusade to go through, but they're going to run through the same problems, going through their warm market, going through the people that they know. They're constantly starting from scratch. It hurts their personal brand, and they don't really have a long-term stay. So it's like 3 months, 6 months, they get all the good money, all the bonuses, and then they're back at point zero where they can't really develop starting from a warm market. And that's one of the things that I want to tackle over the next couple of months. And that's more specifically one of the things that we're going to tackle next Tuesday at the Meetup with Kim Kasparian coming in to talk, which is, network for life. How can you network for life? If you're in network marketing, you have to network in order to sell. If you're in sales, if you're in financial services, if you're in real estate, whatever it is that you're selling, networking is one way to kind of hit the ground running, hit the pavement very quickly, and be able to meet a lot of people and generate either referrals or sales. There's a right way, there's a wrong way to do that. The person that's coming in is going to share her story on how she was able to basically get fired, from her job and very quickly get up and running with her income again, not going for a second degree, not going for a certification, not going through a whole new cycle or taking a pay cut, but just using whatever it is that you know, whatever it is that you have, whatever it is that you want to do, using just who you are right now and being able to generate money, pay the bills, get off the ground running, very quickly. So she's going to share that, and that's pretty much what it is. So if you're in those industries, network marketing, real estate, financial services, you name it, cars, salespeople, you don't really have a network. You've gone through your warm market, your family, your friends and family. You don't necessarily want to depend on that in order to create an income. And, so let me just say one more thing before I close out. The solution that some will bring is online. Well, they'll say, if you don't have a warm market, you have to go cold. The best way to do it is social media, is to go online. You have access to a whole bunch of new people. It's easier. It's very low cost. And it is one solution, but it does take a little bit of time to set up. And to set up online, your social media accounts, in order, build a list, do all these things and sell, set up a shopping cart, sell online. All these things are things that you have to set up. You're not necessarily ready to go tomorrow. And a lot of times if you're doing things online, if you're selling online, you need a very good offer, something that's going to catch people's attention that they've never seen before, never heard before, something that they desperately need right now, and they're willing to, jump on the webinar or download the white paper or get on the email list. All of these things, setting up funnels and things like that online are great. I think they're a great solution, but it's not necessarily appropriate, or it's not necessarily feasible for everybody. That's some industries, for example, in my industry, it's very regulated. You can't really just get up and running and set things up right now. The company has to go to compliance. So bottom line, networking is one of the ways. You have to learn to network for life, because there's some people that network in a good way, some people network in a bad way, some people network and actually can't get any results from it. They get very frustrated, and so they hesitate when you're asking them to spend time or spend money to come in networking, because they don't really know how to handle it, how to generate sales from it, how to generate referrals from it. So we're going to cover that, starting from scratch, networking for life. And especially networking, so that you're good enough networking, you can generate a six-figure income. A lot of people that know me know that networking is pretty much my number one marketing strategy right now. But I'm bringing in a special guest speaker, Kim Kasparian, that's going to share her story. She's a coach, and we have the whole package. We're going to do a lot more, but for now, really Tuesday night, it's where it's going to be at. Serendipity Labs, 6 p.m. We're getting together. Around 7:15, we'll go on to the mastermind room where Kim will do her 30-minute presentation with Q&A. 8 p.m. we'll be back to open networking. It's not a cost per se. $20. What we do with the money is we use it to buy the food, buy the drinks. You also get on the list. Not just the emailing list, but you actually get on the list, the networking list. So when you leave, if you sign up through Eventbrite, when you leave, you can actually have the list of people who attended. A lot of times we come in, we network, we meet 5 to 10 people, and there's a whole bunch, another 20, 30. Sometimes it's 40 people there we didn't get to meet. So $20, food, drinks, you'll be on not only on the email list, but you'll also be on the networking list, being able to see everybody else that is there. That's about it. That's about it for today. So networking for life, starting from scratch, starting from the bottom. That's what we're tackling really in the next couple of months. Being able to establish yourself, build your personal brand, being seen as a leader, as an authority in your field is very important. So that when you start an opportunity, you don't have to quit. You don't have to start an opportunity, start a new one next year. You can just basically pick an opportunity, pick something that you really like, pick something that you really want to do, and get very, very good at it without having to switch up. So we'll go in more details at the event, about 30-minute presentation. The rest of it will be networking. The link will be in the comment section. Remember to register through Eventbrite. Register in advance. It's $20, $25 at the door, but you want to register in advance in order to be on the list. I also want to know who's coming so that I buy enough food, for everybody, have that money available. So that's what it is. See you soon.